Morning, everyone. How are we all? Hope you're okay. So I'm just eating my breakfast at the moment. We're gonna run some manufacturer testing. I don't know what car I'm going yet. Got no idea. So, gonna try a few different ones out on hard tires at Suzuka and see what I think. And then, yeah, we might do a couple more. Don't know whether we'll be streaming later tonight or not, depending on whether I get back in time. Because I've got to pick the missus up from a training event that she's got for her work, so I don't know what time I'm going to be back, but we'll see for that. Yeah, we're going to do a little 3 hours now, and then I've got to do a video. So no, I'm not, James, and that's not what I'm basing it off. I'm basing it off how it drives from the hard tire. I'm thinking of Toyota, but I'm going to try a few different things anyway. I want to try a few different cars, to be honest. All right, let's get the lobby up. Just got to eat my breakfast. Sorry about this. Morning, Chikorito. Right, I've got the where are we? We want manufacturer info up. Race info. Just go into GT Engine just to get the info up. Right. We're going to start with just doing like full fuel testing. Get an idea of how the car is on full fuel. Manufacturer testing. Race. No, not drift. Race for real. Ah, Chikorito, you bloody legend. Spam that legend right there for Chikorito, chat. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. Chat, you know what to do. Big thumbs up and legend shout out there for Chikorito, please. Legend. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for that. Right, what are we doing? Suzuka, aren't we? We're going to go Suzuka first, obviously. Well, that's the only track we're going to test today, but... probably only going to get one race practice in, so we're going to do quite a bit of warm-up first. M6 won't be the best. Not for the whole season, I don't think. It'll be all right. It'll be all right at Suzuka, but... it'll be tricky. It'll be good at the Dragon Trail as well, but... I think the M6 you might struggle a little bit at certain tracks with the M6. Also, the hard tires worry me with the M6. I just think it'd be sketchy. Right, afternoon is probably the slot to go. SO1. We'll turn equal conditions off because we'll just... it's the only way to get wind direction on, isn't it? Right. I presume... is it just dampers and brake... chat, is it just dampers and brake balance that's available on that? I think it is. Probably tells me on here. Yes, well, it says suspension and brake bias. Okay. So apply that. Heavy damage, chat. Oosh. Right, wait there. And the fuel is just ×1, isn't it? That won't matter. We won't be pitting. Usable tires are racing. The only usable tire is a hard tire. Hard tire. I'll turn wall penalties off because they will probably put them on tomorrow, on Saturday, sorry, because they're just stupid like that. But we don't need them on. Right. Save that. Overwrite that. And we need to overwrite that as... Right. For now, I've just got it as practice and race because we're not going to do a qualifying yet because... I just want to test it with fuel on to start with. So, anyone wants to jump in, feel free to. I think it's all okay. I think everything is how it should be. Let's get it started. Don't know what car to test first. Right. What car do I test first? I have no idea what car I'm going to test. Mikau Zhao. Ah. Well, at least we'll have someone to look at for like speed chat. At least we'll have someone to look at for how fast they are. I have no idea what car I'm going to go though. Organise a raffle and let you lot pick the car. No, thank you. I'm going to give this a go just to see what it's like on hard tyres around here. The thing is, I like this track, and this is one of my tracks that I do like, so... we might be able to make it a little bit different to drive with a few changes to the suspension. So you can change the dampers. Like this in Subaru, I think. Be good here. It'd be incredibly good here. Just give it a go, this. One of the reasons why I kind of want to go, that I am considering Toyota is Nordschleife. It's a track that I've like really learned, and I've learned it. I've always used Supra there because I've learned it in Supra, so I know I can compete in Supra there. It's going to be a good car anyway. Also Grand Valley and Dragon Trail's not a very strong track for me, and I know this car might make me reasonably competitive there, so I can at least battle. Feels alright on hard tyres though, I have to say. This Toyota feels quite good on hard tyres. Gotta get warmed up. I need to rev it out a bit more than what I'm doing as well with the early gears.
A little bit slow through there. It's a few tenths off what we should be doing. What is the wind? 2.9 at the moment. It's not too fast, is it? Ooh. Does feel a little bit sketchy, but oh yeah, the notification, did you all get it late? I know a few people said they got it really late, the notification. Some people got it at like 1 AM. Some people got it this morning. Definitely very weird stuff that's going on with YouTube, with them YouTube shorts. This. Good through there, the Supra. Oh, jeez. Right, not a very good lap to start with. I know that the Porsche will be a lot quicker than that. We were doing 2-minute laps with the Porsche. However, we've got fuel on here, haven't we? Oh no, that we had fuel on in the Porsche the other week. Yeah, that won't make any difference. Oh, that's what I don't like about the Super Chat. On hard tyres, that there, the way the car will just snap out like that. I just don't know. The thing with Nissan is, as well, if you go Nissan, I feel like the Nissan's going to be a better all-round car. Go again. Let's go again. We can change dampers, we can change brake bias. I haven't changed anything yet. Again, it's doing that there. Don't like that with this car. It's got that weird snapping. The M6 does that as well. We should be doing like 2-minute flat laps really, but well, in the Porsche we should be able to. But Let's try and get this braking right here. Ugh. Out, mate. Oh, that's just wrecked that lap. Don't know what he's doing there. Try and get used to it, see if there's probably will be just a case of getting used to this car if I was to go this car. Again there. The only thing I don't like sketchy tyre wear would be a bit dodgy in this race, wouldn't it? But like 35 laps, you're going to be running low on tyre wear at the end. Changing there. Ah, too wide. Ah, you donkey. Just let me do something. Let me just try something. Not going to change anything on the setup. Yeah, the M6 won't have a problem with 35 laps. Like, I haven't done any tests. We didn't really do much daily race B last week, and this is our first jump on and get a feel for it. So, not really basing it on pace. I'm not really basing anything on pace at the moment. I'm basing it more on what I'm feeling from the car, how it is to drive. Because the Supra will get in the 201s, definitely. And I know this. Well, this and daily race B last week we were in the 2 minute, like, I did a 2 minute point 6, I think, in the race, like 0.6. So that was on hard tyres with the same settings, different wind speed, and that wind's picked up to 4.1, which is a little bit strong, to say the least. Probably will affect MR cars as well, that wind. Let's go for a lap in the Porsche. See what I feel. don't sit on the apex. Don't sit on the apex. Don't sit on the panicking. Well, that wind is really not helping this car though. Not getting the most out of this at the moment. Porsche really suits this track, doesn't it? So yeah, the Porsche just suits the track. I mean, that's her first lap on with it, and it wasn't a particularly good lap. Will the Porsche make it on tyres though? The only thing I'd be concerned with this car is, would it make it on tyres? I think Mikhail was in the Subaru. I think he was in the Subaru. The problem is though, you can't judge a car off this track, chap. I don't think I'd pick Porsche because I think it'll be good at like 2 of the tracks definitely, but I think it won't be as strong as some of the others. Not a great lap there, messed that up a bit, but it's definitely more consistent, isn't it? You can definitely, like say, we did a 2-minute lap with this car the other week around here, so it's a better turn 1. Got it rotated nice. Better. Oh, nearly ran wide. No, tried to floor it too early. Let's just try something different. We know that car's going to be good at, like, Porsche's going to be good at a couple of the tracks, but it's going to be, I think it'll be okay at Grand Valley though, you know, because it should make up time in the middle sector, the Porsche. I'm not starting yet. Jesus Christ. Someone's just asked if we're starting. No, we're not starting yet. We're having a warm-up, mate. We're doing an hour-long race. We're gonna warm up first. I'm testing out cars. We're not gonna start this race, chat, for well over half an hour. Just so you know, I'm not starting for half an hour because I'm trying different stuff out with different cars. So yeah. Oh, it's Mikhail in the Evo now. I thought he was in the Subaru before. Ah, that might explain it. Let's have a little... that might explain his pace. Alright, let me just have a go with this round here. Let's just have a little lap and see what it feels like. Do you feel like this car's going to be a bit slow on acceleration? Right, never mind, how are you? Never mind. Thank you for the 17 months, Legend. Chat, thumbs up on Legend man there for thumbs up on Legend about there for Neverman. This is my 17-month chat. There you go. He's nearly a year and a half as a member of the Legend. Chat, spam away with that leg in the moment. Big thumbs up for Neverman, please. Right, let's go for a lap in this to see what. Let's see what the McLaren can do. The Porsche can go quicker than what we've just done there. It can go quite a bit quicker. Just tyre wear I'm a bit concerned with the Porsche. Will it last? A no stop? We know the McLaren will. Oh, jeez. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting. I didn't expect the McLaren to do that there. Yeah, it's quite easy to do 130R. The only problem is you're losing loads on the straight going up to it. Jerome as well. Thank you very much for the 11 months of support, Legend. Good morning, Key in chat. Oh, I have to pit, aren't I? I'm gonna have to pit. I've just remembered. Damage won't repair itself. So you do a mistake like that, chat, and you're in the pits. You're pretty much gonna have to pit. Thank you very much for the support, mate. Hope you're well there, Jerome. Make sure we give Jerome a big thumbs up and Legend shout out, chat. Nearly a full year as a member there. See, the Porsche is an option though, you know. The Porsche is definitely an option because I think the Porsche will be okay at Grand Valley. I know it might not be the best, but I do think the Porsche will be usable at Grand Valley, and I do think the Porsche will be usable. It'll be good at Cataluna. It'll also be good at. It might be alright at Deep Dragon Trail as well. Just a bit dodgy on the curves. You know, everyone's going to be having that issue. And Northlife, it might be alright there as well. Just a bit sketchy. I think overall the 911 isn't a bad choice around here. Like for the whole season, it might be an alright little. Might be. I like the Porsche. I'd love to get back into the Porsche because that used to be my car on GT Sport. I used to love it. I would like to get back into it. I must admit, I'm just a bit. The concern I have with the Porsche is the tyre wear on the rears, and. Top speed. In a slipstream, I don't think it's too bad, the Porsche, but we'd have to see. Are you off, Squid? See you later, mate. Thank you for popping in, legend. This is a little bit more stable than the Porsche, isn't it, on rotation? Oh. Good job he didn't on Ghost. Like McLaren's a choice as well. Like I'm tempted by McLaren as well at the moment. I just don't know. You're going to lose a bit on that acceleration compared to the Porsche thing. Ah. Could have took a bit more through there. I think the McLaren might be the overall better car because of the tyre wear. And also because top end, isn't it pretty good in 6th gear in a slipstream, this car? I'm tempted with McLaren at the moment, you know, chat. It's easier to drive. It's a little bit more stable than the. I'd say it's a bit more stable than the Porsche. You just got to keep it revving on these corner exits. A little bit more stable as I nearly die. McLaren is not boring. How's McLaren boring? McLaren's literally not. It's probably one of the most least boring cars you can pick. Come on, it's not boring at all. Don't let Consta hear you say that. You'll have Consta timing you out. Oh no, this can still spin. I mean, we just spun before. Oh, I've just braked too late. It can still spin, this car, definitely. Sugar, I wasn't looking at the track.
I feel like it'll be okay at should be okay at like Cataluna. It should be reasonable. I don't think it'll be the best, but it should be okay there. You right, Gemini? How are you, mate? Went a bit wide. Oh, you donkey. You donkey, I went wide. Messed that up. No worries, never mind, mate. Brake too late. I'm trying to push that corner. It doesn't rotate. What I would say is the Porsche rotates better into like them corners. You can kind of slide the Porsche a bit. The McLaren's a bit more stable, so it doesn't slide in as much as the Porsche. So this car should be technically usable. It should technically be usable at Grand Valley as well, because it'll be good in the middle sector, and it's not the worst on 5th gear, is it? You right, Brian? How are you, mate? Yeah, the annoying thing with this wind speed, just like it's too strong in lobbies, doesn't it? I wish you could alter it so that it wasn't like that. So what speed is the wind though in the time trial? That's the thing. What wind speed is it, chat, in the time trial? There's no point using equal conditions if there is wind in the time trial, because if there is wind, there's quite a big difference between like having off and some wind. I'll probably start a qualifying in a minute and start a race practice. I might just give a race practice in this McLaren. Best car for a Group 3? McLaren's a good choice, to be honest. McLaren's quite easy to drive and it rotates quite nice. McLaren's always a good shout for a first car as well, because it doesn't over-rotate in the corners. It's quite smooth, and you can be quite aggressive with the throttle with this car, so it's not a bad car to start off with, really, actually, McLaren. It's good on tyres as well. I would say the McLaren's easier to drive in terms of like
direction change without losing the rear than the Porsche. The Porsche can kill you. The Porsche can definitely like lose it on the rear a bit easier than this car. Other cars, Nissan GTRs, not too bad. Supra can be okay on softer tyres, but as soon as the hard tyres can be a bit sketchy with it. Alright, rotate it, floor it. Merc as well, yeah. I think this is one of the easiest cars on hard tyres though. Just a bit understeery on that part there. I need to be careful. I've messed that up. I've just got to get that section sorted. I'm trying to do it in third gear, but I think it might be better to use a bit of second there. Right, we'll start the qualifying anyway. Let's just send it through this corner. That's too late on the brakes. F in the chat for Chikorito there. Alright, let's get it started anyway. You have to be pushing the McLaren. What car's he in now? Citroen was that? Let's have a little watch of Mikhail. He's in the Citroen now. Let's have a little look. If anyone can drive the Citroen, it would be Mikhail. Where is he? I want to have a little watch of him. Oh, wait there. He's done his Citroen run. He's now... What was he in then? Has he gone? Just changed cars again. Oh, there he is. Ignore the lag, chat. That's just Mikhail's connection. Ignore the stuttery. That's just Mikhail's connection. Just want to see if... Let's have a little watch and see what Mikhail can do in the Citroen. No pressure, Mikhail. Yeah, I'll add qualifying, don't worry. Theo, don't. I don't think I would want to drive this Citroen with full damage. That's all I'm going to say. Don't think I would want to be driving this Citroen with full damage and like tyre wear that could come into play. It is pretty quick on the straights though, isn't it? Is the Citroen quite fast on the straights, if I remember? Testing out the braking at the moment. Right, let's see a lap. So weird the way this car revs, isn't it? You watch the way this revs. Strange. Theo. We'll see. We'll see, won't we? We'll see when it comes to the season. This car looks so sketchy. I know that his connection, but he had it drifting through there then because you could hear the noise. It's still purple though, chat.
That's why I wouldn't be using the Citroen, chat. That there is why I wouldn't use the Citroen. It's just so dodgy. It's so dodgy. He's just checking the damage model, chat. He's just checking the damage model. Yeah, he's just checking the damage out. Right, let's right, qualifying. I'll set qualifying starting soon. Pick your car. So make sure you're in the car that you want to actually use. How long is the qualifying session, by the way, for this round? 5 minutes. You would have thought, chap, with an hour and a half, like an hour and 10-minute race, they would have put at least 10-minute qualifying on. Jeez. Might get 2 laps in. Might get 2 laps in. It's going to be important to just go for it on the second lap because the I know. Don't worry, I'll add quali. Don't worry. It'll be important to get the tires warmed up for that second. You know, for the second lap, because the second lap will be your fastest lap. Your first lap will not be the fastest lap, I don't think. I prefer 10. Matt. I prefer 10 so I can actually get a lap in. Nah, I don't mind 5 minutes, actually. I don't mind it. It puts a bit of pressure on you, doesn't it? So I don't mind it. Pulse, you legend. Chat, can we all give Pulse a massive legend shout out there for the $10? Thank you so much for your first super chat, Pulse. Really enjoy your work, Keith. Thanks for all the tips and guides. And no worries. Chat, you know what to do. It's a big thumbs up and legend emote there for Pulse, please. Thank you for the insane support, legend. Spam that legend emote, chat. If you haven't got the legend emote, thumbs up in the stream for Pulse. Alright. Let's set this up. Is Mikhail staying in that Citroen? Brave. He'll still beat me, like, but what are we doing here? Right, qualifying is 5 minutes, but we then have to set up a. We'll set 1:30 for that because that'll be enough. A tire wear is ×2 for that, but then off for that. That's one good thing about the McLaren is it's got good tires, hasn't it? Have I got a different McLaren with a proper livery? I was gonna say I might have. I thought I had my new livery on, but that's on my second account. We can sort that though. Split the barrier into 2. Oh, don't worry. I'll be splitting barriers into 2. It's a 5-minute qualifying. 5 minute. You'll get 2 laps in. 2 laps you'll have. So it'll be important to get that second lap in, really. That's where the temperature, because you're on hard tyres, chat. So the hard tyres are going to need that second lap to get more. Yeah, I'm not practicing GT2 settings, obviously. So if you want to practice them, you're probably going to have to do a server separate because I won't be testing out your settings. No disrespect. Just I'm doing it how I'll be racing for the weekend. But yeah, GT2 and GT3 are like whatever they are, different settings. Like I don't think the other groups race full damage either. So I'm testing this with full damage. Right, is everyone going to track? I'm just gonna let everyone know quality is starting. I need to get everyone to go to track. Quality starting. Go to track. So we're just waiting for Anakin. Yes, Anakin, you are live. We are live. We are live, Anakin. And Ram GT Mag, just waiting for you to go live as well. Go onto the track. Just, and then I can start the qualifying. Oh, who's just had a big F on the chat there? Look at that. Someone's going backwards down the main straight. So it's a no-stop race. I'm probably going to go -4 on the brake bias just to save that rear. Ram, GT Mag, you need to go to track, or I'm just going to kick you so someone else can jump in. Right, I'm going to... for the race with the Porsche, -4 or 5. You're going to go... I would think you're saving the rears for this race, so all the way to the front. All the way to the front with them cars. Yeah, 4 damage is on Dyer for this season. For me, I don't know if you'll have it. Depends what lobby you're in. In top split, like A+ and A, I think. I think it's A+ and A rank drivers have 4 damage on. I think. I'm not sure about A, but I know A+ definitely have 4 damage on. Right, this guy's not joining. Is there anyone else in the chat that wants to join it? And I'll kick him because he's obviously not. He's not joining the track and he's not listening. So, if there's anyone in the chat there that wants to join, I'll boot him and you can jump in. Yeah, you want to jump in? Okay, so I'll kick him because he's not listening to what I'm saying. So I have asked him multiple times. You are bear witness. I did ask him quite a few times, and he's not going to track, so I'm just going to kick him. And then someone else can jump in. Right. Someone else is on the way in. I think. Who is it? Who made it? Mohammed is in. Okay, there you go. Listen, UPO, I asked more than once. Right. Everyone go to track. Right, we can start the qualifying now. Let's get started. Otherwise, we're going to be sat around waiting for hours for people to listen. All right, let's get it started. Ahmed. I mean, you can't make a short because I'm kicking someone because they're not responding. I'm not just going to sit here and wait around all day. I've got a stream to run. I'm not going to sit here and just wait for people to just ignore me. I mean, it's not my responsibility. If they're not listening, I can't just sit there and leave the stream with no racing just because someone's busy. That's not going to happen. It's my job, so... F for them. I know he's joking, but he's not wrong, though. There probably will be someone who will think like that. That's the thing. There'll always be someone who thinks like that, but at the end of the day, I'm not just going to sit around there waiting for like 10 minutes just for someone just to get back to their computer or whatever they're doing. I think for qualifying we'll go a little less. Well, we'll go -2 for quali, or -1, -2. Right, let's try and get a good lap in. No fuel on now, so it will be a bit quicker. Our wind direction is not as strong at the moment, so it's probably quite a good time to get your lap in. way quicker there. Donkey. Went wide. What a pleb. Too late on the brakes. This will have to be a banker and then go for it a bit more on the next lap. Rear nearly went then. Not great, obviously, we should be going quicker than that, but might have just run a bit too aggressive there. I had to lift. Massive pleb. I had to short shift a bit. Donkey. Ah! Steering wheel's moving here. Keeps put the I need to tighten that up still. I haven't tightened it up properly yet. What is it that's moving? Is it that? Yeah. Could have gone quicker there, but I watched the video. I feel like he wasn't excited about it. From the vibe I got from him was that it was all right. It wasn't as good as Gran Turismo, the wheel support on Forza. From the wording that he was using, it sounds like Forza 7, muted, no real feel to the wheel. That's the problem I had with Forza 7. There's no real feel to the wheel weight, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Also, the in-car wheel only moves in 180, like 360 degrees. There's a few things I'm just worried about it. Everything I've seen about it, I'm worried about Forza. I'm not. Just doesn't look like it's going to be a wheel game
To me, it looks like a pad game, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I might give it a try. I don't know yet. Right. Yeah, I'm not excited by it. I have to be option. Another thing that I don't like about it, from what I've seen so far, is like from his video last night, was he had to mess with his settings so much. There's like 20 settings that he had to mess with. That shouldn't be a thing in a game. It should, like, developers should give you settings that work well as default. You shouldn't be in charge of getting the wheel to feel drivable. That should be in the game from the start, pretty optimal with like curb force feedback and everything. You shouldn't have to do that, and that annoys me with games. It really frustrates me. Yeah, I'm using default settings on this. I might what I might do though is, I don't really know about changing these at the moment. I won't worry about them yet. I'll do that in time trial. I'll figure that out in time trial. Oh, you're on about default settings on your... Do you mean default settings in the car or in the wheel, Mikhail? Right, let's... Right, race starting. Yeah, I watched Steve's video last night as soon as it went live. I watched Steve's video last night. I don't know, I just get the feeling from the wording that he was saying about it feeling very muted. It makes me think that it's going to be like Forza 7. I'm not expecting big things from it, chat. Another thing that I've noticed is the rear of the car on Forza 7 floats. Watch all the videos of Forza 7 and the rear is like this. The rear is always bobbing around like that. It looks so fake. I don't know. I just get a feeling that it's going to be very much an arcade controller game. I think once people start pushing the controllers, I don't think that game will suit the wheel. It looks like an arcade game. Like there's too much of this bouncing on the rear of the car, the way it bounces around through corners. I just don't like it. It looks very floaty. Yeah, that's the thing. It looks floaty. So I'm not that convinced by it yet. I'm not convinced. I'm gonna try it on Game Pass because I've got Game Pass, so I'll give it a go. Anyway, let's start this race. Let's see if we can how much we can get smoked by Mikhail Azal. It's just, has no one else noticed when you're watching all the videos of Forza though, the rears bouncing? It's literally bobbing like that on the rear. Watch, and when you go back and watch it, look at the rear like bounce like that of the car. So weird. Let's see if we can just keep it consistent. Be careful because we don't want to crash. Especially with the dirty air. Mikhail uses the same internet as Conster, as you can tell. Oh, can't be, I nearly binned it. You have to be so careful that you don't make mistakes in these races now, though, you know. I need to keep an eye on the fuel as well, don't I? Let's just double check. Our fuel's not a problem. It's just tires, and go away, you. Need to push through there more. Do you know what? This is going to be quite interesting, because even in this, I'm a little bit more nervous about pushing. It makes everything a bit different, chat. This full damage really makes everything feel different. I've got to be honest with you. Like, I'm a little bit more nervous about pushing these corners because of full damage, so I think it's going to make a big difference on Saturday, this. Oh, make it out. Oh God, that was a bit too close. Oh, brake too late there. Gonna make overtaking like really sketchy, isn't it? So like, you're gonna have to be like Mohammed's having to be there, very cautious with how he's gonna go for an overtake. Some people won't think like that, like Mohammed's thinking about his car there. Some people are just gonna be like, ah, sod it, I'm sending it, and just wreck both your race. I could have. Yeah, I got. Tried to go back up the inside, didn't work. Oh, he nearly lost it on the throttle there. Right, we should be doing 201. We did a 201 before with full fuel, so we can definitely get into them 201s. Macau's doing good pace, so for the Citroen chat. This track is lethal. The thing is though, if that happens in the race, it's not your race over necessarily, because people are going to make mistakes and it's a long race. Come on. I'm going to have to start pushing this a bit more. I know I'll probably crash if I do, but I need to start pushing. It's a bit late on the brakes. It's a little bit slow on acceleration, this McLaren. Like that initial pull out of the corners just feels really slow. Too late. A little bit late on the brakes. Definitely think we can make this car feel better with damper changes, you know. LV15, thank you for the full year on the channel as a member, you legend. Chat, you know what to do. Bam that legend mode. Big thumbs up there, please. Thank you very much, LV15. Getting too late there every time. Let's get on the brakes earlier. A little bit close to dying there. See, the Citroen out of that corner just flies. It just nails the acceleration compared to the McLarens. I don't know what it is. This car just has no first and second gear acceleration. Brake too early that time. Come on, McLaren. Definitely got more in it. It's just trying to find it. Skill issue. Oops, nearly. Understeered. All out of shape for this sector. Spree temp's gone there just by a silly driving. Gonna be a tiring race, this, you know, chat. It's gonna be a real tiring race. Keep missing. Got to brake a little bit earlier there. Yeah, Mike. Oh no. Oh dear, nearly. Thought we were a goner there. Lost a second. Lost me rhythm here. That one mistake before has completely lost the rhythm out of him. Right, get back into the 201s. Well, try to anyway. Keep it smooth. Keep lifting a little bit there. Pushing too much. As soon as I start pushing, I make mistakes. I'm sure we'll fix that by Saturday though. We've got a lot of time to practice. There's no rain in this race. There's no rain at all. Nords might be a weather race. Nords might be a weather race. There is a possibility that Nords might be weather, like full dynamic weather. Oh, nearly. Didn't that daily have weather in it though? Or did it not have weather? I can't remember. Oh, I need to write. I'm gonna focus, chat, because as soon as I start reading, sorry, but I start making mistakes. So I'm just gonna focus a bit, get back into a rhythm. The reason I think they've done this race as a hard tyre nose stop is just to get people warmed up with the full damage shot. Further races on start being a bit more adventurous. I think they're letting people get used to the full damage on the first race, which is understandable. Remember, this is just going straight into full damage. Most GT7 players haven't done it yet. So yeah, I kind of understand why they've done it for this race like this. No, McLaren we're not using a Ferrari, bloody hell. Mohammed's coming back through. Starting to catch up again, look. Could be interesting. Damn it, I made it. What a donkey. That's how easy it is though. I just braked way too late into that corner. We'll be okay though with this car by Saturday, I think. That was just because I'm not focusing. I keep reading the chat and yeah, I'm always going to make little mistakes when I do that, so. Saturday though, this car feels pretty stable. I think I'm going to go with the McLaren, I think. Nah, it's not worth pitting. There'd be no lap time gain because you're not going to lose any time until like lap 25. So, no, we won't be a second a lap slow at all, James. I just haven't done good laps, mate. I can still do 201s. I'm just not focusing. Once I'm focusing 100%, I can get back into the 201s. This isn't because of the car tyre drop off. This is just me not focusing because I was in a rhythm and now I'm not in it. Now the tyres still feel good. The tyres still feel good. He's getting back out. Now we're going to be defending though, so we're probably not going to be able to do good laps at the moment, but... I just hope that people are going to give that kind of respect on Saturday with the full damage. The problem is that I don't think they will. That's where the problem will be. This has got no acceleration, look. This has got no acceleration. Go, it's... Oh. Oh, shit. He didn't mean to, he just gave us a little tap. Right, let's try and get a good exit so we don't have to defend. Try and get this corner done. Reasonable. Then this corner, and then hopefully I don't have to defend and we can push a bit. As our attacker is starting to pull away a bit there. Oh, he nearly binned it behind us on the power. Try and get this corner flat pretty much. Wasn't flat, but we took half a second out of attacker. I thought that was one of the front drivers. Oh shit. Gonna be 100% concentration needed for this one, isn't it? Just like all focus, every single corner. One mistake in the whole race is pretty much can be over with damage, so. How long does it take to repair full damage in the pits, by the way? Yeah, I'm not going to test it now, no. We can test it like after we finish the race, though. Oh, he's ran wide. Right, we're catching Ritaka up quite quickly here. Oh, Ritaka's off. Did he just quit because he made that one mistake? Really, Ritaka? Man, you could have still been in this battle there. See if we can start catching back up to P2 a little bit. Probably not going to catch him, but we're only halfway through the race, chat. Okay, I tried second gear. That does not work. That really doesn't work. You don't have to pit. I don't think anyone will be pitting this in like top lobbies. It's a no-stop race, this. Well, no, we're not even halfway yet, are we? Or are we? No, we are. Yeah, we're just over halfway now. Come on. We can gain 8 seconds in the remaining laps to P2. We can catch him back up. Just depends on this battle with Mohammed. Oh, he's binned it again. Oh, he saved it. He's on the grass, but he saved it. Tell you what, you're going to see some deaths on this combo, you know. Qualifying is going to be so important to get like at the front away from the chaos, I think. But then again, from the back, you might be able to... If you qualify last in this race, your race is not really over because 3 or 4 people are going to crash and get heavy damage. Other people are going to spin and make mistakes. You know, you can fight your way in this race, I reckon. Especially at the end when the tyre wear's kicking in for some cars, because some cars are going to struggle. This is Saturday's. Yeah, we're in a custom lobby. We're just in a lobby, but it's Saturday's race. We've got it set up for Saturday's race. Mikhail's tyres are going, by the way. Mikhail's, I mean, he could pit if he wanted to, but his tyres are starting to go. You can see it on the, I'm gaining. starting to slide a bit more into that corner now than McLaren. Shame we binned it, because it would have been interesting to see the McLaren versus the Citroen with the tyres. Remember, Saturday's race will be better than what this is. Remember, this is a lobby with a real big mixture of drivers in there. When you put a much closer lobby together in this, it will be a better race. It'll be a lot more interesting, I think. Like when you've got a full lobby of equal drivers. Remember, in a lobby like this, the field spread is much different ranks all the way through. Definitely getting a little bit loose. By the way, chat, we're well over the 1 hour mark. Feel free to hit that like button. I totally forgot about the likes in today's stream. Helps me out massively. If you take a few seconds, hit that like button. It helps me out big time. So thank you to all the people that have done it. Feel free to subscribe as well. Just lost a big chunk there, haven't I? That was terrible. Still nail that corner, can't it? Bloody hell. I think this can still do 201s. If I do a good lap, we should still be in 201s easily. Wheel spin there.
Oh no! No! It went. Right, let's test out the damage to fix that then. Might as well. While we're here, let's give it a test. It's only small damage, but it probably wouldn't be worth pitting for that. But we'll test it out. That was just pushing too much. Pushing too much. So right, it's 3 seconds for aero damage. If it's everything, I don't know what it's going to be. So if it's engine damage, it's probably going to be even more, I would presume. But that was just a mistake. It wasn't even the tires. That was just pushing 100% there because I was trying to catch up P2. McLaren feels good. I think it's going to be good in the race towards the end because we were gaining on everyone there. I was really starting to... I was even gaining on Mikhail at the front. But he's in the Citroen, that's why. So it's 6 seconds for engine damage and probably 3 for the other two. So if you've got 4 damage on your car, you're probably going to be looking at 12 seconds extra in the pits. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this. We'll do another practice on... we're going to practice it again on Friday. I think I'm just going to go McLaren and risk it. It's not got the best acceleration, but tyre wear could come into play with this car, especially on the softs as well, because it's good on tyre wear with softs. It's not as quick on the softs, though. Let's just see the difference in lap. Like, we could still do 201s then. It was possible. But that was going to be a 201, that lap. Doesn't even feel that much quicker at the moment. Like, might need to warm the tires up though. Pushing that braking way too much. Should be less aggressive on that corner. Way less aggressive.
Yeah, Lexus will do quite well. Well, it's FR if he's probably got the brake bias towards the rear. Should be all right on the tyres, really. GTR will be good on tyres. GTR should be really good here on tyres. I think you just run like rear with bias and try and save the fronts a little bit. The M6 will be good as well. The M6 is quite good on tyre wear, isn't it? I think, if I remember from when I last used it, it was really good on tyres. Scruffy lap. There's not a massive difference though between the fresh and the old tyres if you're focusing. I think if you keep it smooth, the old tyres are not that much slower. Some cars are going to have trouble with tyre wear though, because like Mikhail, the tyre master, and you can see that he's losing a lot of time in that Citroen. Yeah, we crashed Antomics, don't worry. Is Antomics behind on the stream, maybe? To be fair, we crashed twice, didn't we? Oh, it's a delayed one, okay. One stop might be not far off, you know. It might not. I mean, the problem would be traffic. The one stop would be traffic, but you might be able to get quite close because people are going to make mistakes with these tyres fading, you know. Straight's not long enough, Cody, to go into 6th gear. You're not going to go into 6th gear, mate. See you later, PlayStation Racer. People are struggling on these tyres at the end, you know. A one-stop could be interesting for some people to try, I reckon. Oh, let us through. His tyres are dead, aren't they? Someone's gonna have to wait, so I can't answer the door. Right, 7 more to go. No, it's not a one-stop. It's a no-stop. It's a no-stop race for the majority. Like in the McLaren, I'll definitely be no-stop in this. But I think you can make a one-stop work for some people. Mikau is in the Citroen, which is one of the worst cars on tyres. So yeah, he's good on tyres, but it's not a very good car for tyre wear. So. Yeah, but his car is bad on tyres. Look at what we're gaining to Mohammed. That's a truer reflection, really. Yeah, there's no fuel. No fuel worries at all. Yeah, we're only taking like 6 tenths out of Mohammed, really. Let's see what happens on the last chicane and that, because that's where we might gain a bit more with the traction. Took a second out of him on that lap. It's not enough though, is it really? Another thing to note is with lower wind speed, the tyres will look after themselves better with lower wind speed, so that might help the race on Saturday. And temperatures as well. It's hard to judge what temperatures we've got here compared to Saturday's race. like lap 20 would be a good time to pit, I reckon, if you were going to go for this strategy to have the better tyres at the end. But I still don't think it's the fastest way to do it. Looking at how much Mikau is losing, though, it would have been quite interesting to see if we wouldn't have made the mistakes, how close we could have got to him, because he's definitely losing a lot of time. Oh, I've gone on the grass, you donkey. Get off the grass. I feel like the McLaren's very good on the tyres, which is going to help. This car's going to be good at the last 5 laps. Like, with the no-stop strategy, this McLaren might come into its own on the last 5 laps. Too late on the brakes. Oh, you lose a lot of time in traffic, that's a problem. But it depends how spread out the field was as well by lap 20. By lap 20, you might have some big gaps in the field though, so you need to be... Yeah, if you've got a car that's not very good on tyre wear, it might be worth a shot going to like lap 20 and then just going for like really good tyres on low fuel for the last like 15. I've crashed twice. No, I think if we wouldn't have made mistakes, we would have been catching up to Lightning by now. We would have been very close to him because of the tyres on this car. They're definitely better, but yeah, I've crashed twice. I had to pit and repair damage. But I think his car is really struggling on tyres in that Citroen. We were ahead of Willits, and Mohammed has now overtook Willits, so we were 4 seconds ahead of Willits, I think. And we were starting to pull away on the tyres, so... And then we crashed and started to gain up to Willits. We managed to go from 9 to 4 back behind them, and then I binned it again. So, I think, purely because of his car, not because of skill, I think Mikau would be struggling at the end massively. Because the Citroen, I don't think it's the best on tyre wear. You can do a one stop in this race, though, you know. I reckon it's possible. If you pick up damage, I'd definitely go for a one stop. Like, if you pick up like a little bit of front end damage around lap 17, you know, just like a little bit, repair it and change your tyres and go for that strategy. 100% do it, because it'll be quicker to do that than just carry on with damage on. I mean, Mohammed's crashed a few times in this as well, but he hasn't pitted. least we've got ourselves kind of used to the race a bit here. That's mainly what I wanted to do with this race, just this morning, just get used to it a bit. No, we know what to expect now. I think I'm going to go McLaren. I think I'm going to go the McLaren. Not probably the best car, but something different, I suppose. Break a bit later now, but I mean, we've gained over 20 seconds on the cars behind us since we pitted, but they're obviously not doing the pace of the cars in front of us. We were about 4 seconds. Well, how far behind were we to them cars when we came out of the pits? We were behind Sonic by quite a few seconds. No, if you get damage and you're around lap 17, get in the pits, repair it and change your tyres. I don't think your race is over. That's definitely not the case for Attacker. If you get damage around lap 17, get in the pits, repair it and change your tyres. Like, if you take out my mistakes from this race, like the ones that lost us massive, and if we would have, say we would have crashed, and only lost it like a couple of seconds with the crash but picked up damage and pitted, I reckon I'd still be in P3 now. I would be back into P3 because we've lost well over 20 seconds with just the 2 crashes that I had. So yeah, I don't think you give up in this race. I think the best thing to do is like I say, if you crash lap 2, then yeah, you're probably in a bit of a shitty. But if you crash like anywhere from lap 13 onwards, and you're near the pits when you crash as well, and you can get in the pits, change your tyres, and get that damage repaired, I think you still have a chance of getting some like positions back, depending on where you are in the race, that is. No, I think even in higher lobbies, Ritaka. I think even if you're in higher lobbies, I mean, we were, what were we behind Mikal? 50 seconds when we came out of the pits. We were over 50 seconds behind, or around 50 seconds behind him. I braked too late there. Oh. It all depends. If you get engine damage, that's going to be the killer, because it's 6 seconds to repair engine damage. That's going to be the killer. Remember though as well, lower lobbies for attacker, mate. Lower lobbies don't have these settings, so they don't need to worry about that. Mikal is really struggling in that Citroen though, massively. Mohammed would have had him here. If Mohammed didn't get held up and crashed a few times, Mohammed would have had him quite comfortably, because the Lexus looks pretty good on the tyres. So yeah, I think the Citroen was not the best car for. I reckon if Lightning did a one-stop, he'd be quicker. I think if Lightning did a deliberate one-stop, hitting like lap 17 or 16 or something like that, and then going with a lighter fuel, I think Mikhail would be quicker. Like doing a one-stop with that car. I think he loses too much on a no-stop. But at least we know what to expect now. Yeah, it's going to be exhausting. Like, whether we'll do more than one race, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. You could always do one, have a break for the second one, then do the last lobby. Or you could just take the pain and do all the races. It'll be extremely tiring, though, doing 3 of them races in a row. It'll be really tiring. But see how it goes. I do think the 650's worth a shot there. It's what other tracks have we got, though? Like, I need to consider the 650 at all tracks. Not an hour, no, Flash, because you literally go. So once you've done this race and qualifying, then the lobby waiting around, you'll have about 25-30 minutes in between the races, probably. Harry Lovespots, thank you very much for the £2, legend. Big thumbs up on Legend right there for Harry Lovespots, please, for the £2. After the tyre swap, you gain 27 seconds on Mikhail. So that's what I think Mikhail would be better changing tyres. I think it'd be faster for the Citroen, but I wouldn't change tyres. I had to because I crashed. I crashed. But thank you so much, Harry Lovespots. Make sure we give Harry a big thumbs up on Legend shout out there, especially for the name. Deserves an extra Legend shout out with that name. No. It's just a 3-hour stream this morning just to do one test race. I might do another one if I've got time. Chat later on. We might do it again in this evening. I've got to take the missus. I've got to pick the missus up from Chester because she's doing a training day. So if I've got time when I get back, chat, I will do that. But I've got to do a video now, so I have to do a video. It's the Kimmy video. The Kimmy video. If you want to see Kimmy just end up in the barrier, make sure you watch the video in a bit. I'm gonna do that now. I might get it out on the channel. What that will mean, though, is if I get the video out on the channel now, the only problem with that is notifications might not go out this evening because of 3 items, because I did the YouTube short last night. So my guess is if I go live this evening, chat, you're not going to get a notification. So a bit of advice is to make sure you check whether I'm live or not this evening. I might have a test with the suspension and stuff like that as well. Have a little look and see what we can do with the suspension settings. Probably we'll do that in time trial, though, maybe tomorrow after I've done other stuff, or on Friday, because I think it's better to test that on TT, see how the car feels, do like laps, compare it with the Ghost and stuff like that. It's not really the best thing to do in lobbies when you have different type, like, I mean, you have wind direction as well, which will play a factor in this. The actual time trial will be a better place to test them settings. But yeah, that is that one. Let's just double check whether the McLaren's going to be work. I want to see the other tracks again. Just yeah, it was out on the channel last night at 9:30. Dyer 9:30. That YouTube short went out, but YouTube didn't push the notification until God knows when. Don't know why. The Citroen was dead on tires, mate. The Citroen was dead. Ask Mikhail. If Mikhail comes in the chat, he'll tell you. You could tell by his pace, it was completely dead on the tires at the end there. Right. What was I going to do? Let's have a little look at the tracks just to see if McLaren is going to be worth a shout or not. Will it be worth a shout? So we know that it's going to be okay at Suzuka, especially with the tyre wear. I need to see the settings, actually. Can I see the full list of like the tyres? Where's the tyre wear settings and all that? I need to go out of here and see it. Right, let's read this and let's see what the tyre wear settings are for these races. Right. So round one, we know that round one, it's going to be probably okay because of tyres are going to come into play at the end. Round two, what are we on here? So it's Dragon Trail, what tire? Required tire is the hard tire, but you have all tires available, and the race is 34 laps. So you're probably gonna do like a soft. Would you do a double soft and then a hard stint at the end, do you reckon, chat? That could be a 2-stopper, that. In theory, that might be a 2-stop. I know. What's the tire wear on? ×4 tire wear. Ooh. ×4 tire wear. That's an interesting one. I have no idea with that race. But again, ×4 tire wear will help McLaren. McLaren is good on tires. So I don't think it'd be a one-stop, Gracio. I don't think it'd be a one-stop race, to be honest. I think you might do one lap on... Well, think the soft tires are going to be over 2 seconds quicker than the hard tire there. And safer as well. A lot safer than the hard tire, the softs, because of the chicane. Plus, but then you've got ×4 tire wear. The pit lane loss, if I remember here, is about 18 seconds, I think, to 20 seconds, something like that. I don't know if it's a bit more. What's the fuel on? Fuel's ×1, so... Oh no, fuel is... What is fuel? Fuel's ×2. Fuel is ×2. So that's not going to play a part of it. I have no idea. On ×4, softs will probably only do about 8 laps. I would think that maybe 8 or 9 laps. Maybe might get 10 out of them. Might get 10 laps out of softs. Possibly. I don't know. It's on ×4, so... I don't know. It's a hard one. We'll have to test that when it comes to it. But McLaren will be benefited by the tyre wear in that of ×4. Definitely be benefited with that. Round 3 tyre wear is... What track are we on here? So this isn't the Nürburgring race where... Did someone say it's not going to have dynamic weathering? It's the same as the May race, but it's got all 3 tyres available. So there's no compulsory tyre, but tyre wear is on ×3. Fuel is ×2, and that's a 10-lap race. James said that it's the same weather as the race in May. He said, I don't know how he knows that, but James said it's the same as the race in May. I don't know what weather was on in May. I can't remember the race in May. I don't know what race that was. What race did we have in May? I have no idea. So yeah, you can only do 5 laps, can't you? Well, ×2. How long is 10 laps of that track? No, because that race is still only going to be 8 minutes, right? So it's going to be a long one, isn't it? It's going to be over an hour and a half, about an hour and a half, is it? An hour and a half, that race. So I don't know if fuel at that track will come into it because it's a lot of top end, like flat out. So yeah, you might only get like 6 laps out of it on fuel there. Tyre wear ×3. That'll make it interesting as well. Wow, the strategy is going to be really, really interesting on that, you know, with different tyres and stuff. It's going to be quite interesting how that plays out. Round 4. What track is this? Grand Valley. McLaren's all right there. I think it's reasonable. All tyres available. Racing hard compulsory. And again, 32 laps. Tyre wear's ×4, so that'll help McLaren. And fuel is ×2, and it's again like it's a long race. So another long race, 32 laps. And then the final round, Catalunya, GP track. I think the McLaren will be okay there. It should be reasonable there. Tyre wear ×5. What tyres are required for that one? Required tyre is a hard tyre again, but you can use a medium. So you're going to use the medium on that one. you're 100% going to use a medium tire on round 5 because you could you're going to probably need to pit stop it because ×4 tire wear will kill this. I mean, that's going to kill ×5 tire wear. Yeah, that's going to kill the hard tire. So you're going to be it'll be a one-stop race, medium to hard or hard to medium. But I kind of want to go McLaren, but I'm just worried that it's going to be a bit slow at some tracks. I'm just a little bit worried that I won't be able to get the most out of it at like a few tracks. I think we'll go with McLaren, you know. I think I'm just going to go with the McLaren. I might even go with 2 different cars. I might go with 2 different cars. Do 1 car on my second account and 1 car on my main account. And then we can just have fun with whatever car I want to use. Because at the end of the day, it's an exhibition season. You can use as many accounts as you want in exhibition seasons. There's no rules on it. You can double account. You can race from America in EU. You can go over to America and race. It's perfectly fine. Do like have Supra as my second account car for Grand Valley. The Lexus looked alright at Suzuka Tonic. Mohammed was in it. It looked pretty good. Looked pretty decent. But anyway, that is the plan for later. We'll do another test on this chat. We'll have another race practice later on tonight. If I get back from that's if I get back from picking up the missus in time, which I should get back in time. But just remember, notifications won't go out on the channel. So because of my YouTube short last night, it won't. I doubt notifications will go out. So you might need to just check the channel, see if we're live. I think she finishes at 5:30, and it could take us an hour to get back because of traffic. It depends on the motorway, but I'll try and get live around 6:30 to 7ish. That'll be the aim, and we'll do another race on this. We'll have 1 more race practice tonight. But I need to go and edit a video now, chat, so I'm going to have to shoot and get this video edited now from Fuji. Make sure you check that video out as well. But thank you to all the people that have hit the like button in the stream. We're currently on... We are on 173 likes. We need another 27 likes for 200 likes there, chat. So if you haven't hit that like button, feel free to give it a like. It helps me out massively, and I'm really, really grateful. But yeah, that's going to be it for the first stream. Hopefully see you again later on, chat, and we'll test out that race again. We'll do it again. I'm going to go again with the McLaren and try and get all the way to the end without crashing so I can see what the tyres are like. Because, yeah, I had to pit that race. But, yeah, I'll see you all later, chat. Hit that like button on your way out, subscribe, and I'll see you in a few hours. Have a great day, chat. I'm going to go and get the video done, so check out the video that's going to go live in a bit also. Take care, everyone. Thank you for the super chats and the gifted and that, legends. See you later. Bye, everyone.